What up, everybody? Max Cavalera.
Igor Cavalera.
We are Return to Roots, and you're blowing up on Capital Chaos TV. Stay metal! Ah!
Hey everybody, how you doing out there? It's Mean Gene, Capital Chaos TV, Aftershock 2016, and I have the honor and privilege to talk to Max and Igor Cavalera. How you guys doing?
Great to be here.
Doing good, yeah.
Yeah. So you guys made your way across the country doing the Roots album in its entirety. How's that been? Is that like a flashback for you guys or what?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, it is, and at the same time, it isn't, because a lot of the stuff we're playing we never played before. So I think it's a combination of both, stuff that it feels new to play some of those songs that we never perform. So I think it's a cool combination of old and new in our head,
Yeah, I had some of my favorite shows I've done in a long time on this tour, man, which is like, it says a lot, because I'm always on tour.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking about the LA show. It was like somebody put us in a time machine and pushed 1992, the button, and we're back in 1992. It was insane. The crowd was insane. No barricade, downtown LA, sold out show. It was a trip, To be doing that right now, it's so cool, man. That you see kids going to shows and not like, oh, I'm not impressed. It's like, no, dude, get to the show, have fun, go to the mosh pit, go crazy.
Yeah.
Your favorite band's playing, go nuts.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened. And I think that's why this tour was so special, because it brought that feeling out of the fan of the metal. Roots is a special record in the metal world.
Yes.
We gave them entirely the whole thing from beginning to the end, and plus with some like Motorhead, Celtic Frost, So yeah, it's been an honor and a privilege to do this, and it's been great,
How did the idea come about to choose this album over, say, something like maybe Arise? Because if I'm not mistaken, we're on 25 years of Arise right now, aren't we?
I don't have the dates in front of me. I don't know.
I think it was earlier this year, Arise, and a lot of people hold that in high esteem. You got your Reign of Bloods from Slayer, you got your Metallica Master of Puppets, you got Arise. So why this album? Why now?
Just happened like that, It was the 20 year, and I mentioned to Igor if you want to do it, and he was really a little bit reluctant first, but then he told me a story that he went to see Flag, and Flag kick ass, and like he decided, yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
I mean, I saw a few people trying to do this, and it wasn't like hitting. And then I went to see Flag play all the Black Flag old stuff in London, and after that I was like, man, this is it. It's possible to do it with a feeling, with a heart on it. So that kind of like inspired me, and I hit Max back. I was like, yes, we need to do this. At first I was like, yeah, let's see how it goes. Do we do some shows? But now it feels like very real, like in the sense that I think it's as important for us and also for the fans. It's like a mutual exchange, and that for me that was the coolest thing.
Yeah, we did as a fan too. It's like everything from how we're playing the songs, and we're playing every single one, every second of the Roots is being reproduced live by us through the image of the tour, which is like on the internet with the two faces of the two Indians. The merchandise was created by a company in Spain that Igor knows. It was like, as a fan, we did as fans, like what would me and Igor would like to see? This is what we want to see, and it's the closest thing you're gonna get from a Sepultura reunion that people bug us all the time about it. This is the closest thing.
Well, me being an older guy and a long time fan, I got to see you guys open in the early 90s. It was you, Helmet, and Ministry. Now, when you're up here playing this album and pushing the button on the Wayback Machine, does that bring back any of the old memories from old gigs in the past to make you feel young again? Does anything come to mind, pop up? Any memorable shows?
No, like Igor say, I think there's a feeling of nostalgia. You know, that it's so cool doing this, but at the same time it's new too. It's like it's something that we never done a whole record like this before. So it has a new feeling to it. It's not just going back in time. It's actually something right now new for the moment. You know.
And also, it's cool to see like kids that were not even born when we did this record. So it for me that's super special because it does shows how, you know, an album like this, it has like the test of time, and also it's not just fashion. You know, it's something that those songs, they really mean a lot to a lot of people. And then even for like little kids now that come to the show that didn't have a chance to see me and Max, that was pretty cool also, because it's like even my kids never seen it. So I take everything that we do a lot like as a fan, as a family. So my kids were super excited to see this, so that's kind of cool.
And so it bridges the gap with the ages for sure, right? Because I'm sure you look out in the audience and you see the 12-year-old, and then there's this dad, the 42-year-old, right there next to him, right? It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, there's the old guys like us.
Like me. Like, going back to when this came about and the practices started, how was it getting back on the kit and getting back on the vocals and revisiting stuff you guys probably haven't played in a very long time? Was it difficult?
I mean, it was cool because we did one festival in Canada, Amnesia, and that's when we had a few practices in Buffalo, and that was pretty cool because we, you know, especially me and Max, we had to go back and forth, trying to adjust ourselves to how we're gonna play this, how we're gonna perform as close as possible, but also adding our ideas, what we're doing, the way we like to play right now. So all those things, it was cool. It was very special from the first day to rehearsal until like now finishing this American tour and going to Europe and South America. So I think it's gonna be a really cool cycle, you know.
Anything different for you, going with the lyrics and maybe revisiting some of these things and relearning them possibly?
Well, I think for me it was interesting to dissect Roots after 20 years.
Okay.
That I have a new appreciation for the record. It's a very cool record.
Yeah.
You know, with
One of my favorites.
a lot of cool stuff. Like the songs are deep, man. You know, like underneath the imagery of Roots, they had the tribal stuff. Like when you go down to the trenches and listen to stuff like Spit, Stray Hate, Cutthroat. You know, it's heavy, man. It's like brutal. With kind of a punk approach to it because it's very simple. You know, the songs were like more simple, and to me that was like the most amazing. And then the fact that we were playing everything like Look Away, It's Sorry, Igor does It's Sorry on the drums, and then we do Ambush, I play drums with him, we bring in the tribal jam back. It's everything, it's the whole record, it's insane.
Yeah, it's beautiful thing. Now you guys are headed off to Europe next, is that right? Is that coming off? You said you had a week off and then you're headed overseas?
Yeah, we go to Europe and then we don't come back until all the way to Christmas. You know, we go to South America.
Yeah, like from Moscow, we fly to São Paulo, Brazil, and then we fly home right before Christmas to spend Christmas with our family, and who knows? Yeah, but it's a really cool thing. It's super special to be doing this.
So you're gonna squeeze in that old hometown show in Brazil, huh?
We will, especially, you know, of course, São Paulo. It's a super special town, but also Belo Horizonte, where we're from. So those two, we made sure that they were included. We also playing a show in Rio, and then, of course, doing all the way, like going to South America, going up to Mexico. So it'll be fun.
Now being out here on tour, getting ready to wrap up, I got to ask, anything new on the Cavalera Conspiracy front since you guys have been together? Any riffage going on, maybe?
No, not a whole lot of writing, but just feeling about what should we do next, and we talk a little bit about it.
There's some inspiration from this tour. That's really cool also because the approach we have at Cavalera is something very minimal, very direct, and by going back to roots, I think we might try to experiment a little more with Cavalera, something that we haven't done, but by doing this in a fresh way, it was very inspirational, cool. For me, that was like, yeah, we can do some crazy, like new tribal stuff, different than what we did in the past, heavier, whatever, so I think it's a lot of cool stuff will be coming in the future.
Awesome. And This has been Max and Igor Cavalera. They're coming for you, Europe, South America, Russia. If you haven't had a chance to get out and see this tour, you need to. It's a piece of history, and as a long fan, I want to thank you guys for having the time to stop by and talk to us here on Capital Chaos TV. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.